Mm. Good morning, everyone. Good Saturday morning to everyone. I mean, it is cold up here in the Northeast, okay? My temperature reading right now is 9 degrees, and it's not expected to get no more than 21 degrees all the day long. So, I was going to take my trash out. That's why I put on my little hat. I'm quite sure y'all seen this hat before. It came from Amazon a couple of years ago, but I never really wore it. Because I had bought it to go with this hat. I had bought to go with my cranberry coat. I have a cranberry jacket, which I mean, who wears cranberry anymore, right? Well, to take my trash out, I do. Anyway, I put my hat on. I can't take it off right now. I gotta keep it on. None of it got it going, but I like the little flower. And then I got to thinking to myself, how can I take this flower off? Look at it. I think it's glued. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And I put the reason I'm wiping my face, I put some Vaseline on my face. I was so dry. And I don't have anything, like to moisturize. And so I said, okay, Vaseline serves the purpose. Oh, brother, where's my top to my water? Dad nabbit. I'm old. I don't know where it is. Oh, well, it'll show up, I guess. I don't know. But if it don't, I'm going to drink the water anyway. That's crazy. I must have dropped it on the floor and didn't realize it. But anyway, how's everybody doing this cold Saturday morning? Like I said, I'm getting my trash all set to go out. Nope, I changed my mind. Thank you very much. Trash can wait. And so I got to get that bag. I'm just going to bag up everything because I got some trash in the trash can down here, and I got a trash can in the bathroom and one in my bedroom, which is not that much in it. But I'm going to put them all in that. Put everything in that bag over there, and just let it sit and wait until the temperature rises. That's a shame. But you know what the strange thing is? It doesn't feel that cold in my house. My apartment, should I say. I don't live in no house. I live in apartments in the ghetto. And it's not cold in here. The heat is on point. The heat has been doing what it do, y'all. What it's supposed to do, it do. It's doing. Okay? When the weatherman said the temperature dropped, that heat was popping on. I mean, the popping on like every time it goes off. It will stay off maybe 5 minutes or so. It was right back. Okay, it just went off. Let's see if it comes back on shortly. But anyway, the heat is on point. I got no complaints about the heat this morning. I don't have no space heaters on. I have nothing going on except my heat. Do I have that? Nope. I don't even have the heater on over there by that door. I'm good. I got on my Mickey Mouse shirt. I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't even have my long sleeve sweater. Yeah, I still got a sweater back here, just in case I get warm. And I was washing dishes. I was cooking so much yesterday, y'all. I made chopped barbecue, my usual, my specialty. Chopped barbecue, collard greens, and potato salad. And what happened was I got so tired. I stopped cooking in the middle of in the middle of everything. I just said the heck with it. I gotta have me a nap. But anyway, if I had a chopped barbecue was, the way I cook my chopped barbecue, I boil it on the stove first. But then I turn around, I said, okay, I'm going to take me a nap, put it in the stove, in the oven on low. So that's what I did. And so then I woke up. Believe it or not, something woke me up. Told me to go in there and check that stove, check that barbecue. And lo and behold, it was ready. I mean, it was fork ready. I could twist it. All that meat just came apart. But I was still tired. I hadn't got it out. And so I said, well, I'm going to turn the stove off and let it stay right here in the oven. Because it ain't going to hurt nothing as long as it's in the oven. It's in a stainless steel pot. Heavy stainless steel pot. And so I went back to bed, and the next time I woke up, y'all, it was like 11 o'clock at night. I said, Dad, it. And so what I did at 11 o'clock at night, I did peel 3 potatoes, you know, a little small, not real big potatoes, and then boiled me 2 eggs to make the potato salad. But I still didn't put it together yet, y'all. I had my collard greens in the sink, soaking. They were soaking in the sink. You know how you soak collard greens, y'all. Y'all know how you soak collard greens. And then sometimes, you know, I might put a little dishwashing liquid in there, just a little teeny bit, and wash them, you know, wash them like that, and rinse them a couple more times. It's a lot of work, you know. That's why I say on Thanksgiving, you know, when I'm doing all that cooking, it takes a lot of time to do all that stuff. I mean, I envy the person that does it. You know, God bless them, but I have no intentions of doing that again no time soon. Unless I do something like that on Easter, but on Easter I probably just cook, you know, just a little something, not all that stuff that I did on Thanksgiving. Uh, so when I got up this morning, I like to add cabbage to my collard greens. I got up about 6 o'clock this morning. I did half the cabbage because I only had like one bunch of collard greens. So I did half the cabbage, chopped that up, put it in a pot by itself, let it cook because the collard greens are already done, believe it or not. After I had, you know, cleaned them and washed them and everything like that. I've done so much that I'm getting everything all tangled up here, y'all. Everything is getting twisted. And so I cooked the collard greens. I had cooked the collard greens, and then now I'm cooking the cabbage to go in the collard greens. And it don't take long for cabbage. It depends on what kind of cabbage you got. You got some of them cabbage that'll take you a long time to cook, but this wasn't one of those cabbages. This was a cabbage that, you know, sort of average type cabbage. And so I got the cabbage cooked. I chopped the barbecue up, you know, because the meat wasn't chopped up. It was done, but it wasn't chopped up. I need a top of this water. I'm going to get you know what? I'm going to get a bottle, a top from, there we go. I got a top from another bottle. I'm putting it on here because I can't drink all that water at one time. And I hope that the top shows up. Where could it have gone? Unless it went in the trash can. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, I chopped the barbecue up and seasoned it, you know, and then, of course, you got to put it in the oven, sort of dry it out a little bit, you know, because, you know, when you boil it, it's got water in it, little water, and plus most meat they have their own juices too. And so put it in the oven a little bit, dry it out, threw the potato salad together. And what else did I do? Threw the cabbage over there and the collard greens, let them sort of soak in there together a little, you know, marinate in there together, marry one another, you know, so the cabbage can take on the taste and the juice of the collard greens, y'all. I had a piece of fat back laying up in there too. Let me throw that out there, y'all. And a great big old piece of fat back laying up. I like fat back. I don't care what nobody say. I don't eat a lot of it at, you know, one time. I eat, you know, a little piece. I like that per setting, a little piece of fat back. And you know something, you can't hardly find fat back at every grocery store. You see the streak of lean a lot, but that fat back, you lucky if you find a piece of fat back at my supermarket that I go to. So anyway, I let that, you know, just soak for a little while. After everything got together, guess what the old girl had for breakfast? A 4-course meal. She had her some chopped barbecue. She had her some potato salad. And she had her some collard greens, y'all. I was stuffed. I was stuffed just like a big old fat pig. My stomach looked like it had got bigger and everything. And I was just as jolly as I wanted to be. I wanted to call somebody to tell them about this, but I didn't have nobody to call. I wouldn't dare call nobody, this early, not even my daughter, but unless it was something important. So I said, well, let me get up here and share this with the YouTube community, the YouTubers. Hey, YouTubers, I wish y'all could have some of my collard greens. I got plenty. And believe it or not, the yield was pretty good because I had like one nice sized bunch of collard greens and the great big old cabbage, but I didn't cook the whole cabbage, just sliced it right down the middle and had a half a cabbage. So that made it more. And that's what I do every holiday. Except on the holiday, I usually use the whole cabbage. And I have about maybe not 4 bunches, usually about 3 bunches of collard greens. And I put a whole cabbage in there to stretch it, especially if everybody comes in here. All my little relatives, my grandkids, keys, and all that come in here. And so, it'll be enough. It would be enough. A lot of people say they don't like to mix the cabbage and the collard greens together. They like to mix collards and kale. But I've never tried that. And the kale that I get today is like, oh my God, can you ever get it done? It just cook and cook and cook and cook. And the same thing with mustard greens, so I don't even buy them no more. But the turnips, if I can find some, they come out pretty good. Excuse me. And I need to get up here while I'm up here on the YouTube. I need to get up here and clean up my house. Let's do a little pinging. I don't know why I'm coughing. Every time I start coughing, I start thinking about that that Army Chrome. That is one side of what's going on here. What is going on? Or is it the camera? I don't know. But anyway, I started thinking about that. Oh, Lord. And then I think about where I've been. Oh, goodness. I went to the store yesterday. I keep up the days. I went to the store yesterday. I went to the store actually twice this week, to the grocery store. But the first time I went to the grocery store, I completely forgot to get myself some bread. And that was the main thing, not the main thing, but one of the main things that I had written on my list. But of course, I leave the house, I leave the list right here on the desk. So I ended up having to go back to the grocery store, and I only had I think I had maybe 4 bottles of water, and I said, oh my goodness, it's going to be cold, it's going to be snowing, I ain't going to be wanting to go out there and all that. As a matter of fact, my daughter called me up early in the morning. I was on my road. I was on the old buzz around. On my way to the store when she called me. It must have been about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Because I like to go early. I'm an early bird. When I get ready to do something, I like to go ahead and do it. And, the same thing like when I was working. I used to like to work in the morning. Work in the morning, go ahead and get it over with. And be out, have your afternoon, have some of your afternoon anyway left. But anyway, I was on my way to the store, and my daughter called me, and she told me she calling me to tell me I better get what I gotta get because okay, thank you for calling me, but I'm on my way to the store now. I'm almost there. She said, well, call me when you get back. I said, okay. I went to the store, and do you know what? Everybody had the same idea that I had. I'm going to the store early this morning because I know that all around Grandma gonna be here. And nobody don't even know me by that name. I have all around Grandma. As a matter of fact, while I was at the store, I didn't see not one person that I knew from my neighborhood. And so I just went on. I wasn't gone that long. Usually about 45 minutes. Picked up a little something, and came on back home and got everything, put away and everything. Bought me some more oranges, which I did not wash. Excuse me. My throat again, y'all. I know you're tired of hearing about that throat. Well, then so am I. But anyway, someone was telling me, it probably was my daughter, because I don't really talk to nobody else except her. She was telling me that they found the Omicron on fruit. Ugh. Yeah, that's what she said. Which I usually wash my fruit anyway. I wash the oranges, the banana, outside the banana, because I don't know if the monkey, where are these bananas from in the first place? The monkey's eating them. He's doing whatever he do. And it's got some of that stuff got to fall on the monkey, unless these are coming from Florida or Cali. I don't know where my vegetables and stuff are coming from. I know that a lot of oranges come from California, and a lot of they come from oranges come from California, and they come from wait a minute, let me look on this bag. This sugar honey iced tea. Where is my here we go. There's the what I'm looking for. You already know. Let's see now. They usually tell you. North Carolina. That's my birthplace. Well, it says ingredients: navel oranges distributed by Adusa Distribution, Salisbury, North Carolina. Well, I don't know, y'all. Just goes to show you. I thought it was from Cali or either Florida. Or maybe that distributor might be just a distributor. You know what I mean? All the stuff come there, and then they do the I don't know. I don't even know how what do you call distribution centers and stuff like that. I don't even know how it works. Did you see how my phone went dark just then? Now this is still, like I said, brand new. Well, it's almost a month old now because I got it for Christmas. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas. And it keeps getting dark, and I don't understand that. But when I play my video back, when I play it back, you don't see that. And as a matter of fact, a lot of times, when I'm thinking that I'm not recording, I'm recording. But then I have to look, I have to make sure that I'm recording, because the thing will cut off. I'm got to hang up the video, y'all. Have a happy day. Put on a happy face if you can. Enjoy your weekend if you can. If you have plans, I hope they're working out for you. And that's something that I never really did. I never really made plans like to go on a vacation or plan, I've planned like a cookout or something like that, or planned a dinner, but nothing major, I've never really gone anywhere. I've never really went on a cruise. I've never really went anywhere I've never left the East Coast. I went to the farthest south I ever been, and that was by mistake with how we got there. We went across the border one time. We went down North Carolina. My uncle, my mother's brother, my mother was alive at the time, so we all had gotten a minivan. And we decided, hey, we got to go down to the funeral to, my uncle, because he lived in North Carolina all his life. He never lived anywhere else. He changed cities. He resided like in Farmville, North Carolina. But then I think at one time he worked in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And so he had passed away. And so we all in the minivan, me, my sister, my cousin, and her son. You know, my cousin was helping drive, and my other aunt, which she passed away maybe a year before my mother, they were the drivers. Of course, I'm not driving. My sister was a driver, but she didn't drive. And my mother was a driver, but she ain't driving. So, we got them two. My aunt and my cousin, those two are the drivers. You know what? I'm going to have to tell you about that situation another time, y'all, because it's really something to tell. Uh, whew, I never forgot it. And I don't never want to do it again. But anyway, yeah, come with love. Bring some love over here to my little channel. Thumb me up, share and like, and thumb it up. And I will be talking to you again soon. I go with love.